questions in there. So if I give you y equal to 2x plus 3, if I need you to sketch this one,
2.
yeah, so if you need to sketch this, you know the gradient is 2, the y-intercept is 3. Good? I think this is what you mean by doing it. So, first thing to do, step 1, you plug in this. Okay, your step 1, plot the point which is 0, 3, which is y-intercept at 3, which is right here. Step 1, plot it in. And then the gradient is 2. That means m equal to rise over 1. There's no number on the top bottom. I call it 1. So that means you count from this point, go up by 2, and go to the right by 1. Because it's all positive, it's up and the right. So if I go up by 2, that means I will arrive at 5. If I go across by 1, I'm going to reach 1 in here. So this coordinate should be 1, 5. Right, then you draw your line. We're good? Yes. Now, you look at the equation you have. So what is your y-intercept? Which is, what's your y-intercept?
15.
15. So you have a 15 as a y-intercept. And then what is your rise over run? What is your gradient? Your gradient is?
No,
One.
you need to rearrange.
Yes, you need to rearrange it. What is your gradient?
Minus
1 over 5.
Oh,
1 over 5. Yes. So you know your gradient is minus 1 over 5. And the and the y-intercept is equal to 15. So let's look at this. Now you have 15 in here. Right. Do you want to put the negative for the 1 or negative for the 5? Pick. Doesn't matter. You just pick which one you want to give the negative to. 1. So I'm thinking of negative 1 on 5. This is 1. Okay. Remember the rise over run? Instead of go up, now you go down by 1 because it's negative 1. So you go down by 1, become 14. And then you go across to the right by 5. So you go across by 5. So this coordinate in here is going to be 5, 14. And you have 2 points. 1, 2. You draw it up. Yeah, rise over run. This is, instead of rise, you go down because it's negative 1. Why I say it doesn't matter? If I put in m as 1 or minus 5, okay, see what is the difference? That means I go up by 1, but it's minus 5. That means instead of going to the right, I go to the left by 5. You see, 1 and go to the left by 5, which is this point. It's going to still the same line. Yes, so it doesn't matter I put a negative for the top. If I put it to the top negative, that means go down. If I put it negative to the bottom, that means I go to the left. Positive, make it to the right. Are good? Yes, there's a rise over run. Are good? Yes, okay. The next question you're having trouble with? There's question. What question is this one? Question 3. Yes. Question 4. Equation of the straight line. Okay, so first thing, do you able to give me 2 coordinates of the plot that I give you?
6,
6, 0. The other one?
2, 6.
2, 6. You have 2 points. To find equation, what do you need? M. Can you find M?
Yes.
Yes. Then you are done, right? Yes, always, whatever plot I give you, give me 2 points. Yes. Is that what you have? Then you put in the point gradient formula. Which point are you using?
2, 6.
2, 6. Okay, let's pick this one. So that means y minus 6 equal to Okay, and then the rest of it you just need to expand and simplify. Okay, write it in general form. Yes, done. Hold on, next one.
Do
Perpendicular
5D.
What?
How'd you do 5D?
equation. Do you have a point?
Yeah.
Yeah, which point are you using?
Q.
Q. Do you have a gradient?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you find the equations? You have gradient, you have point. Your gradient. Okay, 5 plus 3, and then 3 plus 2. 5? Yes. Yeah. What is the meaning of perpendicular bisector?
You flip the gradient.
Yes, and then I give you point P. What's the coordinate?
-2, -3.
Okay, point Q.
3, 5.
Okay, this is the PQ. Ooh. Yep, PQ. Right. Perpendicular bisect. What's the meaning of bisect?
It crosses
Crosses where?
the
Bisect.
midpoint.
The midpoint. Good. The really first thing is the midpoint. Perpendicular. So that means perpendicular, that means make 90 degree, right? So you want to find out this line. That is the meaning of perpendicular bisector. So what point does it pass through? What is the red line pass through? It passes through only one special point. What is that one special point?
Origin.
Not the origin, it passed through the, what's the point that we know that it passed through? It passed through a lot of points, it passed through all of this. But the only one that you know is this one. What's special about this one?
It's in the middle.
In the middle of P.
Point.
Yes, those two. So the really first thing you need to do is find out the midpoint. You already did, right? I think you did. What is the midpoint?
12. I mean, half 1.
A half one. Okay, so you know it passed through the midpoint. Do you know gradient of PQ?
Yeah.
Yes, what is the gradient of PQ?
8/5.
Gradient of PQ is 8/5. That means gradient of this line is, what's the gradient of this one?
8, 5.
5/8.
Oh.
Negative?
Negative 5.
Yes, good. Because this one is positive, that's why that one has to be negative. Right? Yes, because when you multiply these two, they should become -1. So now do you have enough information to find the equations? Yes, you have a point, you have the gradient. Then you can do the y minus y1 equal to gradient, open bracket, x minus x1. There's a meaning of perpendicular bisector. point?
Here.
Yes, where's your point? Your point is the,
Can it be either one?
no,
Midpoint.
it's the midpoint. It has to be the midpoint. Okay, midpoint. What is this number? 200. Yes, which is also need to go on one more step.
I'm trying to do this in the car.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to look at the diagram, otherwise I will not remember. So we have got that one. Okay, so we have one more. Okay, line has to A, parallel to at E. Okay. Okay, the last one. Okay, so as you read the sentences on the top, I need you to label extra information into this diagram. This one is just a very open, not enough information. Okay, so what we have in here, you give it a line, meet the x-axis. So this line in here obviously is this one in here. Okay, this one is the one that is given to us. This is the line here. This line you were given. Okay, and you know that what else is on the second sentence of that questions?
C is the point such that
Mm.
AB equals BC.
AB equal to BC, what does that mean? AB equal to BC. That means this length is the same as that length. AB equal to BC. Oh, good. So that means where's the point B? What can you tell me about point B? Point B is the midpoint of A and C. Alright? Is that okay so far? Right, that's what we know. B is a midpoint of two A and C. And also saying that, the next sentence, keep going. CD is drawn perpendicular to AC. CD is perpendicular to AC. So that means this is a right angle in here, perpendicular. Oh, good? That's what we know. And what else is after?
CD.
Okay, it's drawn, CD is drawn perpendicular to AC to meet the line through A parallel to that. The line through A parallel to a line that 5x plus y equal to 7 is somewhere. I do not know where it is because it's just say parallel to that and meet it at D. Alright, to start with, can you tell me what is the coordinate for A? This one? This one. What's the A coordinate? How do you find a coordinate? Ignore all other line. I want you to look at this red line in here. How can you find out coordinate for A? Do you know the x or do you know the y?
Y is
Y is
3.
or x
X
is
is 0.
x is 0. Good. Because at this point x must be 0, y must be something. Is that right? If you know x is 0, can you find the y? Yeah, because x is
0.
0. Because the point is on the line. That means you just need to sub x equal to 0 into here
Do you
and
have
find out
to-
the y.
Do you have to move the equation so that it's like y equals mx plus b?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. You can just sub it in. Yeah. If you want to, you can. So you have 3y. That is a great idea too. If you do that, yes, Adrian, your idea is really good. 2 on 3x plus 2. Yeah? Oh, good. So you know the y-intercept is at
2.
2. So you know this point is 2. Oh, good?
Yep.
Right. The second point I want to find out is a b. Can you tell me how can I find point b? What is the coordinate you know? Do you know the x or do you know the y?
The y.
The y has to be
0.
0. Because this point is on the x-axis, the y has to be 0. Oh, good. So if you sub y equal to 0 from here, so that means you have 2x plus 3 times 0 is equal to 6. That means your x must equal to
3.
3. Yes, x must equal to 3 because this is a 0, it's gone. So, all good so far? Right, third point is the C because I want to find the coordinate of A, B, and C. What do you know about point B to point C and point B to point A?
Midpoint.
Midpoint. So, do you know the coordinate for C yet? No. You can do two methods. Okay, one way you can use the midpoint formula, or you can even do the counting methods. Okay, this is what I mean by counting methods. If I go from A to B, should be the same as I walk from B to C. Is that right? Because they are in the middle. So from A to B, that means I need to go down by 2 and go across by 3. If I go from B, go down by 2, go across by 3, what is the coordinate I'm going to hit it?
Minus
Mm.
2.
Yes.
3.
The
Minus
other-
2.
Yes.
Minus 2 minus 3.
Okay, you go down by 2, you are at minus 2. You
Oh.
go across by 3, you are going to be at
Minus 3 minus 2.
Mm.
1.
Minus
because
3
you
minus 1. Wait. 3 minus 2.
3. Okay. Okay, you need to go down, or should I go across first? I need to go across by 3, go down by 2. If you go across by 3, you hit
6.
6. If you go down by 2, you hit
8.
go down.
Oh.
You go across
-2.
negative
Minus
2. That's right. So you are going to have 6. Yeah. You can do the counting method. Yeah. If it is a midpoint, you already have the graph with you. So it's really easy to just count how much you go to the right, how much you go down, and then you count the same way. All right? Yeah. Okay, so we have ABC, which is yeah.
Is it like an actual method?
oh yes, the midpoint method, of course. Yes, let's
No,
do.
like the
Yeah.
counting method.
Oh, counting method is a method. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's officially okay to do that. Because nice and fast. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's move on to the next one. You want to state the equation of CD and AD. Okay, C to D. Right, CD. This is the line that you are having. Okay, so the most important part about CD is to find equations. What are the two things I need? M. Yes. So, how am I going to find the M? Special about this line.
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular to
C
What is this gradient? The gradient is, yeah,
over 3.
yes, it's minus 2 over 3. Therefore, this gradient must be
3 over 2.
good. The m is right. Do you have a point?
Yeah.
Yes, 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 you do. Yes, you do. Which is that one. Right? So let's find the equations. So you write the equation formula.
Plus.
Minus 2. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Oh, good. Is that what you have? No?
Oh,
What do you have? 3.
oh, yeah, I can put it to general form.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. So you have 9, 3, 1.
How did you do?
This is 11
Oh,
because you minus 2 to both sides. Instead of- Yes. Do you have it right? You too. Yeah, to me the same. This one is 11 instead of 7 because you minus 2 to both sides.
oh.
Yes, that's a number.
So can I keep it as gradient form?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, because I did not ask you. You have to. Yeah, you can keep it in the gradient form. That's totally fine. Yes, that's totally fine. That's good. Yeah. All right. So we have one equation down. We have one more. A to D. Okay. This A D is just that sentence is a bit confusing because I say AC meets in the line which is parallel to that random equation. You have a random equation come up in that questions there. Yep. So that means this line is parallel with that one. What is the gradient for this line? 5. Almost.
Oh. Flip.
Yes, the gradient is minus 5. When a line that is parallel to this one, that means this green line in here has to have the gradient of minus 5 because parallel means they have the same gradient. So the gradient for this one is minus 5. And you do have a point. So because it cut through point A and you know the gradient. Yeah. And because the A even better is the y-intercept. So I can find out this equation straight away. No, y equal to mx plus b, remember? So I can just use that. So this equation is y equal to mx plus 2 because it cut it at 2. And that's it. That's what I need to do. Okay, and the next question is find the coordinate for D. Right, you have these equations, which is that one. And you also have these equations, which is that one. So, or yours one is, Adrian, what is your equation? 3 on 2x minus 11. Yep, this is even better equations. So, intersecting point, now I want you to remember whenever you have intersecting point, that means you have to solve simultaneous equations.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Yes, that's what you're learning. Right, simultaneous equations. So, what it means, like, remember we done it before where you sub one number into the other one. Because this is a y is equal to that. And this y is equal to this one. So that means I can chuck this whole thing into here because this is a y. So I can say that 3 on 2x minus 11 should equal to minus 5x plus 2. Because this is a y is that. So I can say this thing has to be the same as that one. Okay, I just drop it in. And to solve it easily, if you want to, you can times every term by 2 to get our fractions. Then you can do your equations. Work out all the like term. Yeah, okay, continue on. Work out what is x equal to. Do you find out the x equal to 2? Good. If you have x equal to 2, now what you can do is you want to find the coordinate, so that means sub x equal to 2 into here. Replace this as a 2 in here. Then you're able to find out the y. Y equal to minus 8. Yeah, that look good. Yes. This one is a really big question. Okay, and the last part, you want to find the area of the triangle A, C, and D. What type of triangle is that?
Which one?
ACD, triangle AC.
It's
A-
try.
Is you have a right angle here. That means this angle has to be?
Right angle.
Yeah.
So right angle.
Right angle triangle. How do you find area of a right angle triangle?
Pythagoras.
Kind of, but even more because we do not know the length of this one. So that means you need to find out the distance of A to C. And then you need to find the distance of D to C. And then you have a half base times height. This is your base. This is your height. So first thing first, you need to find out the distance of AC. Then you need to find out distance of DC. And then you do a half base times height. This is where I need you to know all your formula. From midpoint, gradient, distance, equations. Everything you learn is in these questions. X-intercept and Y-intercept as well. Yes, everything in one. That's why it becomes a long one. Okay, distance formula, can you remember? On the first page, yes.
Bracket.
Yes.
X. What? X plus.
X2, X1.
Can't I just do bracket and then
Yeah.
square it on the outside of the bracket? So
Square.
everything inside is squared.
Everything inside is square. What do you mean?
Just write it out.
Yes, show me. Yes, that's right. Yes. Yes. Good. That's right. Yeah, right. Yeah, having it right. Yes, yes, yes. All good, all good. Yep. Use that formula to find the distance. So then this is root of 52. Good. And the other one? Leave it. Because it's not going to give you a nice number. Do the rounding again if you need to. Yes, repeat. Yes, you already have it somewhere. Question C. What is that question C? What is it called? 2, 8 somewhere. Yeah, 2 minus 8, just like this one. Yeah, this is your D. Yeah. And your C is this one. Yeah, maybe you want to write it in here. Yeah, perfect. Okay, then a half base times height. What is your base? Base is the distance from yes. And then the height. And that will get.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this number doesn't go too. So you have 8 minus 2, so it's 10, right? Oh, and this one. Yeah, 10. And then you have 2 minus 6. 10 minus, what's that number going to give you? 104. Yeah, that's alright. Yep, so it's going to be a half times this times that.
Oh. Okay.
Here we are equal to a half base times height.
Okay, how do you get D, the coordinates of D? Is it 3 over 2 and then like gradient forward?
No, this is your x coordinate for the D, and then you put the 2 into here. So you are going to get y equal to 3 on 2 times 2 minus 11, which is give you minus 8. So your D is 2 minus 8, that's your D.
Got 38.
38. Ooh, okay. D is, okay, please check. C to D. 8 minus 2, that's right. 10 squared is 100. Multiplied by 2 minus, yeah. A to C. Six and 4. 6, 36, 4 and 36 plus 52, right? You look alright.
So this is wrong.
I think so. Because I can't see anything wrong with yours one. What do you have, Adrian? What is the distance of AC?
Is AC and CD the same?
It should be, but
I got the same.
you got the same?
Yeah.
What is your setting up for CD?
Bracket
Minus 8.
What?
Minus 8.
minus 2.
Yes, it should be the same. Yes.
So it's just 52.
Yeah, it should be 52. Yeah. So that means then you have a half base times height. So that means you have a half times root 52 times root 52 again.
Just read out the whole decimal.
Oh, no, you leave it as a root.
It didn't even come as a root.
Yeah.
When I put it in, it didn't come out as a root.
Oh, don't put in the root. Yes, leave it as a 52. Root 52. Yeah.
I don't know if it's because when I type it, it gives you the decimal.
Okay. I normally type it without the root and leave it as a whole number, so I don't have a rounding error at the end.
Oh.
Yes. Unless this is a whole number, then I will put in the root. Otherwise, I will not. Yes. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
In school, we're
Yeah.
doing like 2 lessons on equations or something, and then we're gonna move on to simultaneous.
Yes. I'm going to quickly do the simultaneous with you. Yeah.
Should we cat back?
Oh yeah.
You have cat back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions that you concern you?
No, I'm
On
just
the
happy with my mark.
Yeah. Any question that you do not understand? You want to go through it with me? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I did mess up something.
Hmm.
I don't really know how.
Okay. Do not know how. Why you mess it up? Okay. Want to bring your paper so
I
we
wrote a
can.
minus instead of a plus. Maybe I just forgot.
Oh, okay. You mess it up carelessly,
Yeah,
or you mess it up because you don't understand.
can't remember.
Yeah. If you careless, I can't do much. If you don't understand, I need to explain. Right. Okay. Simultaneous equation. The really first type is called substitutions. Okay. I want to write it very formally. We did something like this before.
That was like last year.
Yeah. Yes, I start showing you last year where you have the 1 and the 2, remember? You need to sub 1 into 2, that is simultaneous equations. Right, so the way you have to write it for question 1. Okay, so the questions I have is 1a. So if I have x equal to 7 minus 2y, x equal to 3y plus 2. So I always call the first one as equation 1. This is how I want to write. Draw a line and put a 1 for the equations. And draw a line and put a 2 as the equations. Okay, I want you to think about it as a box. So this is my x. This is also my x. So that means these x, they are the same. So I can drop these ones into here. Because they are the same. Right? So this is how you write. You are going to sub number 1 into number 2. You are going to drop it in. So when you write it, so you drop this one into here, so it becomes 7 minus 2y. Make sure you don't have problem in solving it. Yes. Yeah. Move the like term to the same side of the equation. Find out what y is.
1.
Yes. Okay. And after you find out 1, it's your choice to put the 1 either into number 1 equations or number 2 equations. So I can say sub y equal to 1 into number 1. If I do that, I'm going to have x equal to 7 minus 2, the y is 1.
We have to write sub y equal.
Yes, I would prefer you
Wow.
to write it. Yes. You need to write all of this.
But like in the CAT test.
Yeah. You lost mark for not writing. Yep, so you know your x is 5. Alright, these are methods we call it substitutions. So you find out, you want at least one of the equations is x equal to or y equal to, and then you can replace the whole lot into it. Alright, so try the same way with question 2, question B. Okay, question B. Okay, so you have y equal to, I'm going to sub number 1 into, this is my box, is that right? So you're thinking of, this is the y, is that, y is that, and this is the y in here. So that means I can drop this thing in here, drop it in. Because that is a y. Y can be replaced by 12 minus 2x. So again, I still sub 1 into 2. Now, when you write this step, we are going to have 5x minus the y. This one, be really careful. Make sure you do have the bracket. Yes, without that bracket, you are going to mess it up. Because the bracket means you do have an invisible one in here when you expand. So you have 5x minus 12 plus 2x.
Wait, but
Yeah.
why can you put 12 minus 2x into y?
Why? Because y is that. Just like y is 4. That means you can put 4 into the y.
Oh.
Yes, because they are the same. Instead of writing y, now I write this.
But like when you made sub 1 into 2,
Mm.
you just times it.
No, I just drop this one into here. I just replace the y
Oh.
as that term. That's what I mean by sub. and replacing. Okay, if you're done with equation, after you find out the x, then you can sub your x into equation number 1. That would be the easy way to do it, right? Instead of subbing into equation 2. Okay, if you're done, number B, go on to C. I'm going to go around and check. That's right. Good. Well done. Yes. Done. That's it. Yes. Yeah, drop it in there. Very good. So you write 2x. Yes, the drop it. Good. Well done.
Red equals 12.
Yes, that's right. You just drop it in. The rest you still writing down. Then you can solve it. Clear? Get the right answer? Yeah, okay. Okay, all good, all good. Yeah. Yeah, because your beginning step is good. Yeah. Drop it into where? Into the white. You just, yes, you drop it in there. Yeah, the 3 is still up there. So, yeah. Good. Adrian, stop playing with the fly. Okay. Is that a mosquito? No, it's not.
Might be.
It's a very squishy.
Oh, I just flew away. Is that
Yes. Now you can picture a bit more. Good, good. Okay, for the next one, you do not have the equation y equal. Is that right? Both of them are just random thing. Okay, so this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Which equation do you think is easy for me to write x equal to or y equal to?
2?
Number 2, are you going to write y equal to or x equal to?
Y.
Y equal to. If I do x equal to, nothing wrong, I'm going to have a fractions. I try to avoid that. So easy for me to just writing y equal to minus 6x plus 66. I minus 6x to both sides. Is that right? So, and these equations, because you modified from 2 to something that is new different, I call it a 2 dash. Okay, as soon as you change it, it's come from 2, that's why I don't call it number 3. Because I know it's come from 2, that's why I put a 2 dash in here. Now, you are going to, these times you are going to sub 2 dash into 1. Okay, one thing not to do, never sub 2 dash into 2. Because they are the same equations. Okay, you sub into the another number. That's why we come from this equation, I call it 2 dash. I don't call it 3 either.
What about 1 into 2 dash?
1 into 2 dash, because if you 1 into 2 dash, that means you need to make x equal to or make y equal to, which going to give you fractions either way. So I try not to. Yes, okay, now you can drop it into this into here. This is where you drop it in. Drop this whole thing in. Right, so I can write as 3x. Yeah, the rest is going to be 5, and the y is, yeah, and then you solve it from there. That's a very big number, right? What is -30? Minus 30?
Yeah.
Yes. Minus 30. Ooh, this is not 22. This is minus 28. Because, minus 27. Because 3 minus 30. Yeah, you learn ourselves. Yeah. Use calculator to work it out.
And then sub
Sub
that into
into-
2 dash.
Yes, 2 dash will be the best one because that is giving me y equal to, yes, always pick the best one for yourself. Yes, the easy one to work with. Okay, and the next questions, you are going to do the similar thing. You can either make y the subject from equation 1, right? Yeah. Is that easy to make y the subject? Y equal to from equation 1. Yeah, yes. So if you minus 3x to both sides, you are going to have y equal to 13 minus 3x. Is that right? Okay, so okay, now the next questions you want. Okay, I leave F for your homework, G for your homework. Now I'm going to move on to H. Right, H is the one that is, if you look at the A, if you look at the B, everyone that you pick, you are going to have a fractions. Is that right? Yeah, so that means you cannot avoid the fractions. Unfortunately, you are going to deal with the fractions for that questions. So it doesn't matter which equation you are going to make the subject for that one. It's not going to be any easier. Okay, so for that question, just make sure you are very careful with your expansions and times it with the fractions to get rid of the fractions. Okay, right. I'm going to move on to method 2. Now, if you look at page 4, which is the methods I want to learn is eliminations. Okay, the methods you did just then is called substitution methods. Now elimination methods. So you have x plus 5y equal to 14 x minus 3y equal to 6. Okay? Step 1 is still the same thing. Now, for elimination methods, where we start, I need them to line up. Okay? X needs to line up with x, y line up with y, number line up with number. If you can, I want you to line
And
it
it
up.
has to.
It's easier if you have it that way. Okay? Now, step 2, I want you to look for something that is the same as the coefficients. You see the x, that means I have 1x and 1x. This is the terms that I'm looking for. Alright? So I don't want this one. This one is 3 and 5. They are not the same. I'm looking for something the same. So eliminate, that means I want to get rid of the x term. Okay? This is a term they are the same. This is the term that I'm going to eliminate. How can I eliminate it? That means if I take equation 1 minus equation 2, if you cover off this, if I take x minus x, isn't x 0x?
Yeah.
Yeah? So what you do is that you take equation 1 minus equation 2. Okay, how does that work? So I take 1, which is this one. I take this one. Right? And then I minus this term. Okay, I take this minus that. That's what I did on the left hand side. The right hand side I do the same. I take 14 and then I minus the 6. So in this case, your x is going to be got eliminated. It will be gone. That's your job. You want to eliminate one of the x or the y. The terms that is the same is the one that you are going to eliminate. So if you get rid of all the bracket, you are going to have and then plus 3y, that's why we need the bracket. 14 minus 6 is 8. And x minus x, that means no more x. This is gone. Yeah, therefore you left with 5y, 8y, sorry.
Wait, so you
Yeah.
do you name one of the letters?
You want to eliminate one of the letter. You want to get rid of one of the letter. So you can solve. Otherwise, I cannot solve. If I have x and y together, I cannot solve.
So it could also equal like x, 8x equals a or something.
Can be. Yes, it depends to which is the unknown that you eliminate. Yeah?
Do you eliminate the minus x as well?
Minus, oh, this one, yeah, because x minus x, no more x. It becomes 0x. Yeah? And you find out the y, then you can sub the y into either one. Which is a better number for you.
So,
Not much of difference, isn't it?
so y equal 1.
Yeah, y equals 1.
Is this to find out x?
Huh?
Is this to find out x?
Yes, you find out the y, now you want to find out the x. So I can put into number 1 if you want to. So that means I can sub into number 1. Okay, so I have x plus 5 of 1 equal to 14. So x equal to 9. Are good? Yes. Alright, I want to try the eliminations, or maybe I let you finish off all the substitutions. Just get the idea of eliminations, we can continue on that one. I don't want to mess it up, and then you have to wrap everything up. Okay, so, and the other questions that you might be asking, how do you know it's minus, or is it always minus? No, sometimes it's a plus, sometimes it's a minus. Because if they are the same, that means I need to minus them to get rid of it. If my question turned out to be minus x in here, that means I need to add them, isn't it, to get rid of the x. That's something you have to consider. So that's okay. The rest of it, we are going to look at it together next week to do the eliminations.
Wait, what if it's a minus x there?
Yeah, minus x there, that means I have to have 1 plus 2 instead of 1 minus 2.
Oh.
Yeah. So on short, if they have the same sign, okay, if they have both of them are minus or both of them are plus, you minus them.
Wait, so
Both minus or both plus, you minus them. If they are different, 1 plus, 1 minus, you plus them. Yeah. Okay? Yeah, okay, we'll see you next week.